like a dead body, corpse, and but it's conscious relaxation. So you just rest your hands on the thigh, let your shoulders and back relax against the chair back. The heels can be on the ground, the feet can move a little bit forward, the toes don't have to touch here. And then just take some slow, deep breaths in and out through the nose. Before we begin the postures and the exercise, we're just starting with some stillness, just noticing the body. So start to scan the body, notice your feet and your legs. Notice your back. It's called a body scan. You're just using awareness to scan through the body. Notice your shoulders and your arms. You're just checking in for areas. If you feel any sensation, when areas are painful, we become very aware of it. So just notice. And then notice your stomach and the front of the body. And then move up with awareness into your neck. So notice your neck and the throat. You can swallow. Sometimes that reminds the throat and the neck area to relax. And then lastly, notice your jaw and the muscles of the face. So you can close your eyes, but as if you're looking out at your face. Notice if you're tensing the jaw, squinting the eyes. Just see if you can relax and soften the face. Take a few slow breaths, feeling the body as a unit overall, noticing not just the muscles of the body, but maybe your energy level. Just bring all the attention into this moment. We'll slowly ease out of the pose. The definition of yoga means to unite, to bring together. So that's one reason we feel sometimes so calm and good after practice. Different exercise is good too. We feel nice too. But yoga, you feel has a nice calm because you're bringing your connection of your attention of your mind with your breath and your body. The union. The real definition of yoga talks about union, not so much the body and the mind, but it talks more about union, like your true self with all that exists, like our union with all the energy. We're all connected is yoga. Your individual self with the universal self is yoga. Okay. But the posture practice, we combine breath awareness to movement, and then it becomes like a meditation. So let's start with a warm up, but we'll move with breath. So bring your hands down. Okay, we're gonna. Let's just bring the palms to prayer pose for a moment. I'm always, I think, inspired by Jesus over me here to do sacred circles. I always do as a warm-up here. So we're going to inhale up. Okay, reach up. And then we're going to exhale. Press the fingers like you're flexing your hands, like you're pushing away two doors. And you can bring the hands slightly back and then back to center. So it's a warm-up. We're going to add the neck, lift the chin, inhale, looking up. Exhale, chin goes down as the arms go down. Comfortable, modify any movements if there's pain. Keep going at your own pace. You're exhaling, lowering the chin down and the arms down. Inhale, the arms up and the chin up. We're warming up our neck, our shoulder, and the spine. Try one more. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, good. Reverse circles. So now bring your palms up. Stretch your arms away from each other as you inhale up, the palms touch overhead, exhale, head to the heart. Again, inhale up. Exhale to the heart. For this one, I like to imagine like you're gathering energy. Like breathing in energy, exhale, centering right to the heart area. And two more, inhaling up. Exhale, relaxing the neck down. Last one, inhale, stretch the spine and the side body, lift. Exhale, palms to prayer, and then hold and pause, observing the body. We're going to lower the chin to chest and just take a breath or two. And then we're going to do some neck movements. We're going to take the palms to prayer behind you, but the fingers down. So it looks like that behind you. Okay. And then the shoulders roll a little bit back. And you sit tall. And the hands can kind of slide down the low back. Then chin lowers down. And we're going to do some half circling to warm up and stretch the neck. So one ear to shoulder. Inhale. Exhale the chin down. Switch. Other ear to shoulder. Inhale. Exhale down, go slow as you like, so you can start to feel the side of the neck, even the jaw start to release and relax. If you want to move into full circles, relax your arms, draw circles in the air with your nose. Inhale when the nose goes up, exhale when the nose goes down. Unwinding the neck. Reverse direction about 3 times each direction. Inhaling when the nose is up. Exhale when the nose is down. And then sitting tall, head to center. And one more neck exercise to warm up. We're going to turn the head to the left as slowly and far as you can. No strain. Inhale, center. And to the right. I mentioned once before, there was a news segment in Palm Springs about chair yoga helping seniors drive longer. And it was they interviewed the DMV department. It was on the news. I can send you the clip. It's so neat. And one reason he said is because so seniors have the mobility in their neck, they can see the blind spot. So I always think of that now. Right? He says once you can't turn your head and see the blind spot, you can't drive. And then he's saying either you can get an accident or your license taken away. So they literally showed a chair yoga class down there. It's kind of neat. Isn't it? Yeah. So it's here you're not moving the shoulders, but just your head and neck, so you can see your blind spots. Not just driving, but any movements. Okay, and then release it out. Okay, now big circles with your shoulders. You're going to move into shoulder rolls. So you inhale when the shoulders go up, exhale when they go down. And then if you want a little more movement, add the arms. So you inhale the arms up. Exhale back and down. Big arm circles. It's also a shoulder warm up. Inhaling up. Exhale down. You can add the neck here. Inhale looking up. Just gently. Exhale the chin down. Try one more. Okay, now we're going to go into a spinal twist warm up with the arm circle. So your inhale, I'll mirror image you. Your left arm up. Twist to the left as you lower the arm down and back. So it's a big circle. Inhale. Your left arm up, twist to the left, follow the hand now with your eyes. So you're inhaling, facing forward, exhale, twisting gently. And follow your fingertips, that gives your mind a focal point. Okay, let's reverse the direction. Arm back, inhale, look back, exhale forward. So we'll do the same arm, but kind of like you're swimming on one arm forward. One side. So you inhale back, twist, exhale forward. It's really for the spine. So you twist on inhale. Exhale forward. Good. One more. Inhale, twist. Exhale, relax. Shake it out. Close your eyes. Observe your right arm and shoulder compared to left. Feel better? One side? Okay. We'll do the other. Okay. So right arm up. Inhale. So you lift the spine. Look at your hand. Twist to the right. Exhale down. So it's body's facing forward on inhale, twisting on exhale to the right. Follow your breath and the eyes follow the fingers. Try 2 more. You're consciously lifting through the muscles along the spine. This helps your posture, this chair practice. So you got to kind of consciously sit tall to help strengthen the back. Other way, inhale back, twist. Exhale forward and down. Follow the hand with your eyes. Try 2 more. And then shake it out. Close your eyes, hands on the lap, and just pause, observing. Okay, now we're going to do some warm-ups. The first one for the spine and a warm-up, hands go straight towards the legs. In yoga, if you're on all fours, it's called cat-cow. Inhale, arch, exhale, round. But we're going to do a version today from Kundalini Yoga, which is done like this, called the camel ride. And I suppose it's like you're riding a camel fast. So it goes exhale back, inhale forward, and you keep the arms straight, the head center. So it's like exhale, inhale. So you're not moving the head up and down. We're in the Hatha Yoga cat-cow, you can kind of lift the head and chin. It's just a very slight difference, but in the chair version, the cat-cow would be like, you can inhale, exhale, you can move the arms, but we'll try today the camel ride, where you keep your arms straight and the head center. So you inhale forward, exhale back. So you stretch your arms to the knees, hold the arms straight, and you're rocking basically pelvis forward, inhale, arching, exhale, rounding. Okay, go at your own pace. You can even close your eyes here if that helps you feel your back, and notice if there's any areas of the back that feel dull or tight. This moves all the vertebrae, gets the muscles relaxed, and they say gives you energy, releasing blockages in the back here. Inhale, arching, exhale, round. It starts with the pelvis. So if you're just trying to move from the back, you don't get as much movement. It's actually the pelvis, a little bit back, and then here I tilt forward, that gives me the back bend, and I lift the heart. Keep the arms straight. Inhale, arch the back bend, exhale, round. Yeah, you can go fast or slow, but move with breath. Try a few more. So a little coordination, this is why it's good for us. So you inhale forward, lift the heart, exhale back, yeah, inhale forward, back. Now you're breathing anyway. It's the good news. We're all breathing, inhale or exhale. So every time in yoga or I say inhale or exhale, you're already doing one or the other. It's just trying to be aware of it. You're trying, it's just you're already doing it, right? Or we wouldn't be here. So you're just trying to be aware of it, and there is a benefit sometimes to, like, we're going to go in a forward bend in a moment. So you relax on exhale, like you think of a sigh. You tend to relax on the exhale, right? Let's try it. Let's shrug. Inhale. A big sigh, yeah. Exhale's like letting go. So in yoga, sometimes we exhale to go into the pose. That's what that is about. But it's not right or wrong. There's no harm done if you do inhale or exhale with different movement. But more importantly for your mind, if you can watch the breath. Okay, so that was cat-cow. Now take your legs wide. Spinal circles. You're going to make circles with the whole body. In Kundalini Yoga, they call it the Sufi grind, because the Sufi dancers spin in circles. Has anyone seen them spin? Yes. So they put themselves in a dervish, a whirling dervish, till they're in trance. So this comes from, it's the same practice you do sitting on the ground. Sufi grind, they're circling. And in the Kundalini Yoga, we're inhaling forward, exhale back. And you do both directions, and you can really get into the spine and back. In the version in the chair, I call it spinal circles, because if you're not doing the exact Kundalini movement, you might want to inhale back, exhale forward. So just a modified. So you're just getting a warm up, and then reverse direction. You can pick either breath movement, but move with breath. Inhale, either back, exhale forward, or reverse. Either way is fine, but try to create a rhythm with your breath and the movement. And I like to bend my elbows here sometimes, just as a little variation. So when you bend your elbows, you can get a little twist. See how when you go to the side, you get that twist gently through the upper back. And then pause, sitting tall. Close your eyes, observe the back. That also helps the hips and low back. Now, if that ever gets you dizzy or hurts your back, you can just go small, like this, little movements. Think of like your spine's a stick stirring something, so you can just go like that. Yeah, it doesn't have to be like a whole big movement. So whatever is comfortable. Okay, and then bring your feet closer together. Close your eyes. Take a breath or two. Notice your back and the body. Okay, cross crawl. We did this last week. It's good for the brain and the body. So we reach the arms up on inhale. We'll just start slow. Thumb over index fingernail. That's wisdom posture, if that's comfortable. Exhale, elbows down. This is the upper body part. Inhale up. Exhale down. Keep going. Yep, that's all it is. You can stay just the upper body part. If you want to add the leg movement, we'll do an opposite elbow to knee. It's going to work your core in the chair. You inhale tall, exhale, elbow to knee. It works your side oblique muscles and the core. You inhale up, exhale. Create a rhythm. You can go fast or slow, but move with breath. This comes from a warm-up in Kundalini Yoga. Kind of vigorous. The breath can be like, inhale up. It could be a powerful breath if you like, but no, just make sure you don't get dizzy. Inhale straight up, exhale, elbow to opposite knee. Good. Inhale up, feet are down when the arms are up. Exhale. Takes coordination. Keep going. We got to make sure we get this. Inhale up, exhale, elbow to opposite knee. You lift the knee more than lower the elbow. Then feet are down when the arms are up. It's opposite. Good. Try one more. You got it. Just trying it helps you concentrate, even if it takes a moment. Okay, and then close your eyes and see how that feels. That gets your heart going too. We're going to modify another Kundalini Yoga warm-up. Take your thumb over index finger. The elbows go back like that. Kundalini Yoga is a tradition of yoga from the Punjabi region. And basically it's for the Golden Temple, if you've heard in Amritsar in India. In the Sikh tradition, out of that derives some yogis who started Kundalini Yoga. And Yogi Bhajan brought it to the West. So it's a little different than the Hatha, like holding a pose steady. You move with breath. So here, like you inhale your left, go that way. Oh. Exhale your right. And then you repeat. So sometimes it's like this, a hand posture with the movement and the breath. Inhale left. Exhale right. So it's more of a movement back, forth. Sometimes it's different exercises. You try to keep your elbows in line with your shoulders, like a scarecrow arm. If that hurts your hand because of like arthritis, you can just let your hands go up and you can lower your elbows down. And you just do your best so there's no pain in the joint. Inhale left, exhale right. We're doing this to free the joints, so to make sure there's no pain. Okay, now if you want to do a little bit of like once you're warmed up, this is for the upper back, you can do a little bit like a pendulum. Kind of gently like swing. If you have a back injury, better to go slow. You don't have to go as far. Okay, try one or two more. And then relax and let's slide your back against the chair. Close your eyes and observe the back and the body. Okay, now we're going to try the archer. One more Kundalini pose today is the archer. It's like a bow and arrow, like you're going to do archery. So you shoot, bring your thumbs up, arms out in front. This will help you concentrate and give you like strength. It also strengthens your deltoids, you'll feel probably in a moment. You're going to keep your arms up the whole time like that. Okay, and then you create the archer, the bow and arrow. Right arm to the right. Pull your left hand back if you can to the left shoulder. Now look at your right thumbnail, hold and breathe. This comes from an exercise, we'll switch sides, in Kundalini Yoga called the archer. But it's done from like this, a warrior stance. And then they do a rapid, sometimes breath of fire, like. We're doing a more gentle version first, seated. Okay, and then relax. And now we'll try to add the legs. So in the Kundalini Yoga, it's like that. You hold, right, and then you switch. So for leg strength, we're going to try a version seated, modifying it. So it's good right, left brain coordination again. And we're going to work your arms and we're going to add the leg now. So instead of holding, we're going to inhale one direction. Yeah, exhale. And let's just go like this, hands by the navel, and then you inhale. Sorry, that's actually the exhale. It's inhale, hands to navel, exhale. Remember to pull that hand back, not to your front shoulder, but if you can, to the other. You're pulling your bow to get ready to, the arrow to shoot. You inhale center, look at between the hands, exhale. Good, that's the arm movement. You can stay with that. Okay, chair yoga is all about accessibility. So you know someone, even if they're paralyzed lower body or in a wheelchair, they can do the upper body. But if you can move your legs, we're going to add in opposite leg. to arms. So when your right arm's to the right, the left leg's going to stretch out. You flex the foot and you pull it towards you. And then you switch. Let's feet together, gaze between the hands. Inhale. Exhale, right leg extends. And then your left arm's going to the left. It's opposite. That's it. So Zita, let's switch your arms. There you go. Now see if you can do that one breath each. Inhale. I'll be like a mirror for you. Exhale. And the legs go apart. You can move that right leg to the right. Then you come back to base. Mountain with the legs. Exhale. Legs go apart. It's opening the hips and stretches the inner thigh. Inhale. Gaze at the hands. Exhale. Gaze at your right thumbnail. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. How we doing? Exhale. Okay, a few more. Inhale. We haven't done this one like this yet. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I'm modifying from a kind of a sequence I learned from Guru Singh, a yogi in LA. He does live classes online, I sometimes do on Facebook, and it's so fun. He does one like, well, I'm modifying, but he does like sometimes a horse dance. Inhale. Exhale. Like inhale. He does different variations. So I'm just modifying the chair. It's really good for the brain, right? Left? How's that feel? Okay. Confusing. All right. Let's practice. That's it.
I can see why it affects the brain.
Right.
Get mine to,
Exactly. So the confusing part is why we do it. So to take the minute for the brain to connect to the body and figure out. Okay, good work. Now we're going to go back to relaxation. Just take a few breath pause. Okay, and then now we're going back to Hatha Yoga. Hatha means sun and moon yoga. That's what we've been doing mostly in this class, except warm up. So we're going to hold steady now. So stretch your left leg out. We're going to hold about 5 breaths each if comfortable. Stretch the arms up. Right foot's down. This is warrior 1. So let's bring the palms together and hold here a few breaths. You're stretching your left leg now, pulling the left toes back towards you. And then it engages the quadriceps so you get some strength to the front of the left thigh. The side body's equally lengthening up all the way to the hands. Okay, exhale, lower, switch, right leg out. Left foot roots down, and then you're sitting tall. The arms help you lift. Inhale. Eyes can roll slightly up. Take a point to focus on steady and breathe. In Sanskrit, it's called Virabhadrasana. Vira means warrior or hero, warrior pose. Exhale. I always make my bad yoga joke. I say not warrior, like scared, but warrior. So in the warrior poses, you don't want to feel tension in the shoulder, but warrior with an A, not an O. Okay. That was warrior 1. Now we're going to go in a head to knee pose, which is similar to warrior to start. So take your right leg out, arms up, inhale. But head to knee is a forward bend, and it stretches the hamstrings. So we're going to start to bow forward. Hands can rest on thigh. Right toes pull back towards you. This could be quite intense of a stretch because you have the angle you're at on the ground is actually more than if you did it on the floor. It comes from this pose. The foot goes in. I'll show you from this side like that. And if you do it from the ground, I'm at this like angle, kind of like 90 degree. On the chair, you're actually more of an angle. The leg, if you see, is further down. So gravity can actually make you stretch more. Chair yoga doesn't always mean less. It's sometimes more. So go easy because the hamstring, you don't want to overstretch. You can always bend the right knee. The head's going to your right knee, head to knee pose. If you have a belt at home, you can use a belt. Hold the big toe for next year. Okay, come on up. All right, and then switch. You can pause, observe both sides. Do you feel that difference? In Kundalini Yoga, they call this the life nerve in the back of leg. If you open up and stretch the hamstrings like that, they say it gives you like life energy because it all connects to the low back. And if your body feels tight and your back's constricted, it's harder to feel your joy and enthusiasm every day. Your life energy, right? So they call it life nerve. They say you've got channels through the leg. You want to keep them open. Okay, so left leg out. If you've been to acupuncture, has anyone done that with needles? In Chinese medicine, they do that needles in certain points to get energy flowing through the body for health. we're doing postures for the same reason, sort of. It's not just for muscle stretch, but in yoga, it's to open your energy channels so you have health, harmony, and balance. Okay. So left leg out. The energy channels you feel more than see, but it's the muscles you can see. So you stretch up, right foot down. And then exhale, extend forward. Try not to round the back too much, but hands on thigh, lift the heart. So you're doing more of a, not a rounding, but more of a length, tilt the pelvis and hinge. Even an inch, you'll get the stretch. Doesn't have to be far. Comfortable, breathing. You're relaxing on exhale. Maybe the hands can slide further down, doesn't have to. Again, at home, you can use a belt, which will help you lift the spine. You put it around your foot. Okay, then come on up, inhale. Close your eyes, observe the hips and the leg. That was head to knee pose, or forward bend. And now let's do our back bend, the cobra. So we didn't do our sun salute today, so we do our just the back bend part. Hands to the chair, press the hands down, lift the heart, cobra pose, breathing. These chairs have these bars or back, you might be able to grab the back to go a little further. Lifting the heart. And relaxing, shake it out. If you want to go a little deeper, if you can interlock your fingers behind you, you can stretch the hands down and lift the heart. Shoulder opener, if that doesn't feel good, yeah, and Joyce, just bring hands like that. You want to, in yoga, it's really what's most comfortable. When your body, if you force the stretch, it loses its comfort, and that's not the benefits of comfortable. Okay, then relax, close your eyes, breathe, and observe. We're going to come into seated lunge posture now. So you're going to lift your right leg up. This one's good to do maybe every day for your sciatic joint. This one, we do it during sun salute usually. You can circle the knee for the hip, or the seated lunge you can just hold steady. You can also bring your hands to the shin and breathing. In yoga, it's also called wind reliever pose in Sanskrit, Pavan Muktasana, wind reliever, to get rid of your gas. Okay, and then switch. It's normally done lying on the ground, knee to chest. You can do this at home if you're comfortable on the ground. It's good for the low back and the hips. So you breathe, you can circle the knee if you like. And then you hold, sitting tall. Maybe hands to shin. Try to lift through the core, relaxing the shoulders. And relax. Okay, good. Close your eyes, pause, observe the body. Okay, windmill pose. We're going to take the legs wide and the arms out with the palms up. We're going to do the seated version. We'll inhale. And to start gently, this is a forward bend and twist. So if you have back issues, it might not feel good to twist and forward bend. So you could always just do the twist without bending. But if it feels okay, you're going to twist right hand to left inner leg, left arm to the left. Inhale, back up, palms up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. So keep going. In gym class when you were young, you probably did something similar, touching hand opposite foot, right? In yoga, it comes the windmill, like standing. Inhale, exhale. In gym class, I remember doing this in elementary school. Does anyone remember that? Right? They go in the yoga, the windmill, you can hold or go back and forth. It's a spinal twist. One or two more. And then relax, pause. There's another way to do kind of a modified windmill, which is a twist. You can bow a little forward, lift the sternum, and then try to bring your right shoulder towards inside of left leg and look to your left. And then you inhale. The legs can be kind of wide and you switch. You can push when you twist to the right, you can push your left leg to the left. If you can get your elbows on the thigh, you can do it like this, with the elbow on the thigh, twisting. Make sure it's comfortable in the back. So I used to teach at a furniture company, and They wanted to reduce work comp injuries, so they thought to bring in yoga. And I read the number one way people hurt their backs, their low back, is forward bending and twisting. Now, we just forward bended and twisted, but in yoga, you're going conscious, slow, and mindful. The injuries happen often because people, and this might happen to me once, ironically in a yoga studio, I was twisting and forward bending to put my pocketbook in the cabinet before class, and I pulled my back. So it really is, if you're not aware of your movement and you twist and bend quick, and I wasn't like warmed up and it was morning. So twisting and bending. So know in yoga, if you have low back injury or osteoporosis, the twisting and the bending might not be good, but you can just do like modify, like you can sit tall, do a little upper back movement, or modify. Okay, so feet together. Now we'll do our full spinal twist that is comfortable in the back. So you sit tall. Since these chairs have no arms, let's do the Bharadvajrasana. I think I'm saying that wrong, but Sanskrit for it's a twist. It was a hero. So you bring your legs to the left, and then your feet, so you swing your legs around. So you're gonna, yeah, it's a twist instead of this. We usually do this one, Ardha Matsyendrasana, but today we're gonna do another one. We've done this before a while ago, but not recently. So you sit tall on inhale, and then you twist and you take both hands to the chair back, top. If that's not comfortable, you can just bring both hands to the outer right leg, which is the other twist we've been doing. Sorry, outer left leg. It's more of an upper back twist than the other one, so go gentle. And then we'll switch. That twist is a little different than the other. If that doesn't feel good on your back, you can, from the side position, you just bring your hands to the left leg, and then you're in the twist that we've been doing, right? The other one, you sit tall, exhale, hands to chair, back, the top, gently, and then breathe. Releasing, okay, and then come out, take a few breaths, relaxation. In yoga practice, we purposely relax sometimes between poses so you can kind of check in with the body and be aware of what's going on. And it also helps you relax extra tension in between poses. We don't, traditionally in yoga, you don't want to create tension in the pose. It's working the muscles, strengthening, stretching, but you're relaxing, breathing, relaxing. And sometimes we can overdo. So when you just close your eyes after, you can check in and then let go of any extra holding. And then you come into the next pose and you're feeling relaxed, refreshed. Okay, so we'll come in a pigeon. It's another good one for if you have sciatic joint issues, but it's just good for our hips in general. So if you can get your right ankle on left thigh, we'll do that. If not, cross your right ankle over left like that, and the knee can drop. Everyone's got your foot on thigh. Okay, so you don't need that. But just so you know, if some days it hurts, you can even go like that, hold your pants, or use a belt. Okay, and then we're going to sit tall, and then have your left foot heel under knee. Yeah, and then next step, you might already feel this. Does anyone feel it already without even folding? Yeah. Some of you might already feel it, so that could be enough. But for those of you that don't, you can bow forward or you can deepen it. You don't want to feel ever in the joints, just in the muscle. Pigeon. This is a good one to do on airplanes, long trips. Airplane yoga.
Not room anymore to do anything.
Not room anymore, yeah.
Like the first class.
Barely any room. Okay, switch sides. A long time ago, JetBlue had a flyer in the front seat in front of you, like they have the what to do in emergency, and it was chair yoga. And it was like different poses to do in the airplane. Isn't that fun? So all of this could be on the airplane if you have room. If not, in the airport on layover. So you inhale, sit tall. Exhale, folding. Breathing. One of my students at the cardiology office yesterday said that he saw someone doing tree pose in the airport. Like full out tree. That's the yoga. Standing tree. But they have a yoga room in SFO airport. Has anyone seen that? Terminal 2. It's called the yoga room. It's a straight up yoga room with props that you can do yoga on layover. You gotta love San Francisco. We live here, so we don't have too much layover there. But if you're waiting, Terminal 2, go and enjoy your yoga.
It's parking.
Yeah, if it's foggy and the plane doesn't take off, you can do yoga. Okay, so massage your knees. Okay, now we're gonna do a little qigong, just massaging out your thighs. So you can go up and down a bit, or if you want, you can go down the outer leg, a little forward bend, up the inner leg. This is a forward bend, and you're getting your lymph and blood moving. And then you can do a modified called knocking on the door of life. Pat your fists on the kidneys behind you. That comes from this and qigong. Hit your kidneys to get energy. Knocking on the door of life, meaning your kidney area, to create, remove blocks and get your energy flowing in the kidneys. This is a modified way to do it. I'm just making a simple way in the chair. Okay, and then take a pause, sit tall, relax, close your eyes. Okay, before we do relaxation pose, because I want to leave time for our chant that Barbara, you like. Kirtan Kriya, but before we do that, is there any last stretch or pose that you want to do we haven't done today? Anything we didn't get to that you want to do? There's so many postures, so we pick different each time. But
I like the one where we stand up and hold on to the chair.
oh yeah, thank you. Let's do a balance standing. Okay, that's good for balance. Well, there's quite a few. I'm not sure which ones. Okay, I'll pick one of them. I'm not sure which one but that's thank you. Yeah, we'll do one balance today. So. This is optional. You can always sit. So you're gonna come up behind the chair. So let's start with mountain. So before we balance on one foot, we want to balance on two. So you have your toes forward. The chair is there for support, if you like, but you can also just rest your arms alongside you. And then you can close your eyes. You need the chair for support, you just keep the hands there. And then rock the weight right to left foot a few times. You can, again, hold on to the chair for support. And then you're going to just balance equally on both feet. Okay, and let's try today the standing locust. We haven't done this one, I don't think, here at all. What was it? It sounds pretty. It's like a grasshopper, the locust. We normally do it in yoga practice like this, lying on your stomach. And you lift one leg and hold. Or the hands can go under the body. It's to strengthen the low back. Sometimes it's done like that. Or like that. That's like an old school yoga posture. I say old school because for some reason that one got lost in the modern yoga. People don't teach it anymore, but it's in the Shivananda yoga sequence, locust. It's like, it's good for your low back. So we're gonna do a standing version. Now, it will strengthen your glutes and your leg, but it gives you a different benefit. You get balance practice. So you step your left foot back. From the navel, stretch into the left heel. I think it's like the back wing of the grasshopper is your back leg. I think that's the name. And then you stretch and extend. You can just hold there from the navel, press back, or you can start to balance. Lift the left heel. Maybe go up to the left big toe. As you stretch the leg back, if you keep stretching it back, the foot will lift off the ground. Keep the navel towards spine so you're not overarching. Guess what's next? One arm up, optional. Inhale, exhale. Switch. Now you can keep the toe on the ground for support. And if you want a full balance, it's not using the chair. It would be both arms up, the leg stays back. And then you come out. Yeah, a few of you try and get not so many motivated for that. Okay, other side. So right leg goes back. About 1 to 2 foot lengths back, and then you stretch from the navel into the back heel. Stretch, like you're pressing the foot down. And you can start with your foot flat. Still getting weight shifting to the left leg. Next step, roll up to lift the heel, or go up to the big toe. Now notice your low back at this point, because if it over bends or arches, bring the navel to spine. Stabilize. Next step, optional. You can keep stretching. Maybe the foot will lift. Now you're in a one leg balance. Yeah, and optional. Inhale, one arm up. Exhale, lower. Switch. You could lower the foot if you need. Both arms up. Eyes are steady on one point, focusing, that helps you balance and then come out. Joyce, I like how you're doing it. I was showing you from facing the chair, which is good if you need both hands, but actually how you're doing it, I usually don't teach it like that, but I like that idea, because if you have one, you only need one hand, that's not a bad idea. You can do it like we do tree. You can do it from the side, and then you get the one arm up. That's actually not a bad idea. I'm always used to teaching it the other way. Thank you. You didn't realize, but that gave me an idea.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, how's that? There's our balance pose. Okay, now we're gonna relax. It's good, maybe one practice, one balance pose a day at home. You can use your hands on a wall, doesn't have to be a chair. Okay, before you get too comfortable, grab a second chair. We're gonna do legs up on the chair pose. So,
Oh, here.
legs up on a second chair. You're basically just sitting on the chair with your legs extended. So, this is the good part. So don't it takes a moment, but you want to elevate your legs.
That always feels good.
Okay. So after the stretching and the poses, you take a few moments to relax. Close the eyes.
That's free.
It's a yogic relaxation. So not nap time, but a conscious alertness, conscious relaxation. You take a few slow, deep breaths. And let every muscle relax, letting go. The legs, the arms, the face, the shoulders. And just watching the breath, let every muscle be passive. slowly, with the eyes closed, start to deepen the breath. You can wiggle the fingers and toes, ease out of relaxation, and then you'll take your time, lower one foot on the ground and then the other. And when you do, that was a relaxation pose with a second chair, right? At home, you can lie on your back and put your legs up on the chair, which is not relaxation pose. That's a modified shoulder stand. But when you relax, just keep in mind at home, when you relax like that, if your knees don't feel good, not supported, if you don't have a chair with arms, you can bring your chair like that, and then you have your legs supported. And your feet aren't, but it's not a perfect world. But that might feel better on some of your knees. At home, if you have a wall, you can bring your chair against the wall and rest the pillow behind the head, and then you can really relax there. Okay. Now we're going to come into our Kirtan Kriya, the chant to help improve your memory. And we're going to do a full version today, since we have off for the next 2 weeks. We want to keep our memory sharp, our clear mind for the holiday season. So you want to sit tall for this. This is an exercise from Kundalini Yoga. That's okay.
Right.
This is an exercise that involves the hand movement. So the hand posture, called the mudra, is this, thumb to first finger. And the hands just rest on the lap, elbows towards you. But just so you can see what I'm doing, it's thumb to first finger. It goes the sound sa, middle finger ta, ring finger na, pinky ma. Go back to first finger, sa, middle finger ta, ring finger na, pinky ma. The hands the whole time, they rest on the lap. The elbows are kind of under shoulders, in towards you, and you're sitting tall. The exercise, they say, Yogi Bhajan said, it helps clear away the clouds of the mind. Gives you clarity, calming. But then they also studied it more recently, Dr. Dharma Halsa Singh in Tucson, with the Alzheimer's Research Prevention Foundation, and they proved that it actually slowed memory loss for early stage, I believe, Alzheimer's patients. They put a SPECT scan and did a study. They did 12 minutes a day, and they proved, I forget how many days, 20 or 40 days, and it actually slowed and reversed memory loss. And they were showing that the scan, I believe, was lighting up as they were doing the movements and parts of the brain showing. So we're going to do a version about 2.5 to 3 minutes, not the 12. But you can build up at home and do 12 a day. So we focus the whole time at the brow point. Every sound, you imagine a light coming in through the middle of head and out through the brow point. Sa, ta, like a laser beam of light, na, ma. Okay? We're going to chant it out loud, then in a whisper, then silent, and then out loud. We're going to do 6 times. Out loud, 6 whisper. We double it silent 12 times. If this is of interest to you, pointing out what you'll do at home. And then you go back to whisper 6 times and then out loud 6 times. Okay, so do your best focusing the whole time. So close your eyes. Bring the awareness to the brow point. And we'll begin inhaling. Sa ta nama, 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 sa ta nama. And a whisper. Keep the hands going. Almost there, 6 rounds, and then you're going to go silent now, 12 rounds. Keep the hands going, silent. So just silent, keeping the eyes closed, not just mentally repeating, but the hands remain moving. We're doing twice as long silent, almost complete. Try 2 more rounds or wherever you're at if you're counting. And we're going to go back to a whisper. We'll all start together. Thumb to first finger. Sa, ta, na, sa, ta, sa, ta, sa, sa, out loud. Sathanama, 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 Sathanama. Thumb to first finger, inhale. Long exhale. Focusing at the brow point, inhale. Exhale. One more time, slow breath in. Long breath out. And now just sit quiet for a moment, observe the effects of Kirtan Kriya. We say that's to help give you clarity, help your memory, and mental sharpness. Also, it's just calming, so you can do that if you feel anxious or hard time focusing. Okay, so good work. Let's rub your hands together. That was a little longer than we've been doing. You can modify that if you do like count 3 times out loud, then you do 3 times whisper, 6 times silent. It's just double the time silent. Okay, so rub your hands. If you have glasses, you're going to take them off, cup the hands over the eyes, relax the eyes, and then rub the hands again. Touch one hand over the heart area, just symbolizing you're here to help your body and mind and for balance and healing and harmony. And last time, rub the hands together and we'll join the palms to prayer. And since we did some Kundalini Yoga today, I'll end with how we end Kundalini Yoga classes. Actually, an old Irish blessing that they do from the Yogi Bhajan taught at end of class, and it's I'll sing it. It's a little Irish prayer. It says, "May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on." So let's just try it. We'll just say it together. There's different tunes for it. So, may the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on. Deep inhale, deep exhale. In the Kundalini class, they say Sat Nam, which means Sat is being, just whatever is and all that exists is Sat. Nam means your truth, the true identity. So Sat Nam means like truth, my true self is who I am. So kind of beyond the worries of the mind or false identity. So true self, you're affirming your true essence within. So I'll chant it. It's a long Sat, S-A-T, and a low Nam, N-A-M. You can join in. We'll just do one time. So breathing in. Sat Nam. Breathing in. Exhale, head to the heart. Honor yourself. And then we honor each other, everyone in the room. So you can let the eyes meet and the heart bows. Namaste is India. In Nepal, they say Namaste, means my truth or divinity on